Hello guys, welcome back to another reaction video here on Our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch episode 2 of Vivy Fluorite Eyes song, but before starting this video I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me, join Our Eyes Your Eyes on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and of course join me with this great adventure. Okay, last week we saw this introduction of the world of Vivy, how she is, who she is, and let's see what's going to happen now after she decided to stay next to Matsumoto with this great plan they have. Are you ready to join me with this? Check it out. Whoa. Okay, because he was killed in the other world, let's say. Okay, good. They will make it or not? I hope not. Yes. Yes. She can. She's not part of that. No. But he's an AI too, because he's looking as if Okay. Exactly. It's a little bit incoherent. She can't explain you anything anymore, so follow her and that's it. If you don't want to be killed, I think that's the best. But I think that he's an AI too, because when he's looking at her, he has the same Vivi's vision as if she's a robot, right? And she was not projected to do something like this, Matsumoto, so... In fact, she is not. Oh, this is good! Oh, but she doesn't want that. Yeah. But she wants to be independent anyway. Oh. Eh? Ah. Oh. Oh, Vivi. Oh, no. Now what's going to happen now? This is the voice acting of a Scar. I mean, they are all getting great voice acting here. He seems a Scar, actually. Oh, no way. Eh? No way. But see? Even she had sort of blood as much as Aikawa. Nah, come on. I don't think so. That was too fast and easy. No, I think they're... Okay. Yes. Yeah. They can't go out anymore, I guess. Yeah. Take this one. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Wow. That was awesome. Oh, this Matsumoto is essential. That was great. Eh! He's talking so fast. Oh. Oh. We have to discover more about this teddy bear because he knows everything. Okay, that he comes from the future, but he's so expert that he knows many things. So, oh, is she going to save him? Right? Yes, because it's part of her mission anyway to make people happy. So she can't let them die. This is beautiful. Oh, look at that. Which studio made it for real? Oh, she saved you. Oh. Mm. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. As I was telling you. Yes. No, but it's the principle of the fact to make people happy. By singing is coming after this, but at the beginning of the sentence there is this. Did you do that for money or yeah, to get votes? Now who's this professor? Yeah, I forgot to tell you last time. The professor we saw in episode 1 at this point, at the beginning of episode 1. Okay, yes, yes, okay, okay. What? Wow. Oh. I mean, not how long, but how. Whoa! Yes! Okay. I like it because she's not the usual robot that you can control her. She's autonomous. Yes. Oh, yes. It's already a difference than before, so... Oh, 2, 1. Whoa! Let's hope they can make it. What the? What? The animation is crazy here. Whoa! Oh, whoa! Oh, whoa! Wow, like a goddess, but she's an AI. Oh. Wow, yes, that's the same girl. She saved you. Oh, Aikawa, you said you don't care about AIs anymore, but I think you should be thankful. Whoa! I think after this experience, you will do totally the contrary. Don't tell me that that man will fall in love with her because... Oh, okay. Good. Yes! Mm. Mm. She's so beautiful. I like Vivy. That's really beautiful. Yes. Yes. The way you do it, not how long you will do it. Okay, Matsumoto, okay. Oh. What the F? It's going against herself anyway, because she's an AI. He's too short. Oh. Where are we? Ah, okay, she's training. Whoa! Yeah, she wants to save them because it's in her mind. Oh! Oh! No! That was the baby girl! She was friends with her, right? Oh, Momoka, no! Oh! Yeah, but this is cruel. Oh no! Oh, okay. First of all, I think we should remind ourselves this thing. Vivi is not a human being. Vivi is an AI, an autonomous AI, a special AI. Because every time she's experiencing something like when she's hit or when she lost Momoka, I felt sad for her, as if she's a human being. I think we should remember the fact that she's not a human being. But at the same time, I feel sad for her anyway. Because it seems as if she has some parts of herself that can be connected to humanity. Don't you think so? No matter the mission she has. Because yes, as I was telling you in the previous episode, she has this mission, and when you project these to AI, when you give orders to AI are like machines, okay? They are pure technology. So they follow as if they are computers. They are following the statement of the order as it is, as if it's 1 + 1 = 2, okay? It's something mechanical. So if the order is to make people happy by singing, the by singing is coming after. The first thing that comes to her order in her mind, let's call it like this, it's to make people happy. As I was telling you in the previous episode, and even in this episode, we saw that she wants to spare that antagonist's life, that human being's life. Because no matter if he wants to kill Aikawa, he is a human being. And that's what's happening even at the end of the episode when she is saying that Momoka is killed because she couldn't make it in time, and also because she was controlled, let's say, by Matsumoto, who doesn't want to waste the time for these things because their main plan is even bigger and they don't have time to save, to prevent all accidents just because they are human beings and just because Vivy has to follow her mission, because they made an agreement. How she reacts to this is unbelievably human, and that's why this is something unbelievable. Because when Momoka is dying and she promised her, Vivy, next time when we will meet, I want you to sing in the main stage, I want to see you over there. But the fact that now she knows that Momoka is dead, she can't see her again. So this thing is painful somehow. I don't know, this is interesting because Vivy doesn't have a human body, doesn't have a human instinct. I mean, she has it because she wants to save human beings, but this doesn't mean that it's a human instinct. It's just a way to follow the orders she had, or to follow the inputs she had when she was built, when she was created. Is it because inside of her AI's body there is even a part that is human? Should we wait to confirm that she is a complete 100% AI? Because maybe later we are going to discover that she probably was a human being, but then 100 years after they found this body and they wanted to collect it somehow and create an AI. Maybe in the past she was a human being, who knows? We still have to wait and see. But how she feels, how she instinctively is doing this, and how she reacts if something goes wrong, this makes me understand that there is something human inside her body, or her mechanical structure. Also because then, when she was trying to save Aikawa, she instinctively wanted to find a way to escape from there. She instinctively decided to create her own plan to save Aikawa, because Aikawa is a human being and she has to save him because he's a human being, but also because of the plan of 100 years later, without going on and prevent that there is a war starting 100 years later, because the professor of Matsumoto gave him this order to find a diva, to find Vivy, and to create a plan together in order to avoid all this. The professor, yes, sorry, I said who is the professor, etc., even in episode 1. But then, yes, of course, we are talking about the professor we saw in the first episode at the beginning when he was trying to release Diva and he was saying you're the last hope or something like that, okay? Yes, that's the professor. But yeah, I wonder, because Vivy's attitude, it's good here to see rationality versus feelings, because I think this theme is one of the most important one, not just here in anime, but even in philosophy, even in literature. We always are connected to this. This is a huge opposite, this is a huge contrast. Rationalism versus emotions or feelings or instinct. Yeah, it's quite strange. I start thinking that Vivy, she was a human being, and maybe later they decided to create an AI from the rest of her body. Who knows? The reason why I say this is because they always say that she's special, that she's something atypical, that she's something autonomous. Human beings are autonomous. I mean, we all have our own individuality. We are not all the same. And AI, even if they have different missions, actually in their core, in the core of what they are always the same. They are machines. But the difference between machines and human beings is this: the fact that machines, no matter the projects, no matter how they are built, etc., they are machines. They have some actions that they respond to commands or to orders that we are giving these machines. Human beings are individuals, and all individuals, they react in a different way. That's why Vivy, she doesn't seem an AI, but she doesn't seem even to be a human being. She's something in the middle. This is really interesting. This was just my opinion to say that Vivy is a human being, or she was, and then something happened, or this professor decided to get some experiments on her. I don't know. And here, the fact that sometimes a machine can seem to be more human than human beings. Yeah, this reminds me of Fumetsu no Anatae, because even in that case, Fushi, even if he is not a human being, he is an entity created by the creator, we sometimes see that he is more human than others, than human beings. Another thing that I think that's the motto of this episode, and it should be a must sentence for us too, it's what Vivy said. It doesn't matter how long I will be able to exist as an AI. The most important thing is how I go on by being it, and how I will complete what I have to do. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't need necessarily, as you human beings, to have a time limit that is expanding, because of course, guys, we as human beings, we know that we have a time limit because we can't live forever, okay? But we always try our best to survive, to live a longer life as long as possible, etc., etc. So we try to extend this time limit. In the case of the AI, in the case of Vivy, she says, I don't care about this because I don't have these feelings to fear of death or to fear something that I have to survive after that thing or things like this. I am an AI and I don't care about how long my existence will be, because by being an AI, by being an artificial intelligence, my only purpose is to do my job as best as possible. That means to follow the commands I have, to follow the mission that I was ordered to follow. And that means it doesn't matter how long I will live, it matters how I will live by going on living. And this is great. I think we human beings should do the same. We shouldn't pay attention on how long our life will be, because of course it will not be endless. Of course we have a time limit. But the most important thing is how we live our life, how satisfied we are from our life. Because even if our life is long, but it's not a satisfied life, it's pointless. We live for nothing. But if our life is even a little bit more reduced, for example, but we lived it at the fullest, that was a life. No matter if it's short, no matter if it's long, no matter if it's in the middle, etc., etc. The most important thing is how you live your life, and you should live it at the fullest. I think, yeah, this was not just because of an AI sentence, but it's good for us too. And we should follow this motto for real. Then when Aikawa said, I don't care about AI anymore because he was afraid to die, see? He was afraid to die and he was ready to go against his own goals because his life was more important, okay? And he was ready to trash all of his projects and everything he did until now Maybe because he did it for money, so there was another personal interest, but whatever. Anyway, he was ready to trash everything when it came to his life because he was afraid to die. But then he should thank an AI. And this is a paradox because he didn't care about AI, but then he said thank you to an AI. It's thanks to that AI that he could live longer or he could go on living. That's hilarious, don't you think? Yeah, I'm so sorry for Momoka because she made a promise to Vivy, and that's why how with the studio decided to portray her eyes, because her eyes, they seem so artificial, but somehow they are not. There's something over there that it's still untold, and that's why it's interesting to go on with this story. Okay, that's a tower. It's the same tower you see in the poster of Vivy. They have to prevent that tower from growing. This story is crazy because Matsumoto, that is an AI, is coming 100 years before to meet Vivy. She is an AI, and they have to destroy AI to let people go on living. This is crazy. I mean, this is something. I mean, Vivy is going against herself. She is going against her own self. I don't know if this is becoming a sad story or if this means that at the end we see that Vivy is about to extinguish. I mean, she will finish her AI life. This is the first time in my personal experience that I see that AI don't go against the humans, but this AI, they wanted to protect mankind. They want to protect human beings. Because usually, even in American movies, when there is the typical plot of the robots who are rebelling against mankind and they create the war, etc., etc., there is always robots versus mankind. Robots or artificial intelligence that are becoming more powerful than human beings, and humankind is going to extinguish. But here, in this story, they want to prevent this. And everything comes from AI, not from mankind. Mankind is not saying, oh, okay, let's find a way to extinguish AI so we erase the problem. No, this is coming from AI. Okay, the professor was a human being. Yeah, everything comes from his idea. But the fact that AI are going against AI, this is original. I don't know. I don't remember if I saw something that could have been the same. So write in the comments below what you think, or maybe I'm forgetting some movies that I watched right now because it's an instinctive commentary, so I'm not thinking deeply. At the end of the episode, you saw this huge eye of Vivy. She saw a promise that was broken. Maybe the fact that she saw Momoka dying was like an error in her AI brain or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, it's like as if in the first episode she was saying, Momoka was saying, look, Vivy, you have a heart. But in Vivy's point of view, or in Matsumoto's point of view, they were just comments. There was nothing coming from feelings and things like this. Let's see, going on with this story, and let's see if my theory was correct, it was wrong. It's all interesting. Okay guys, I think for this video that is it. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned because next week I come back with episode 3 of Vivy Fluorite's Ice Song. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me, and join me on other social media. Thank you so much for the support. Bye guys, see you in the next video.